Hello, everybody. It is I, Hidden Flame. Welcome back. Chapter 15, I
What
think.
turn of events has brought you so suddenly to Garreg Mach, Uncle?
Well, my business in the old Alliance territory had roughly finished. I wanted to see the face of my niece, who so bravely took Aryan Road.
I don't like you,
I have
Annabelle.
heard that it was done with truly magnificent tact, and that you even deceived some of your allies.
I'm happy to have earned your praise. However, to say that I deceived my allies is a bit misleading. I despise leaks of information, and there may have been a church rat hiding amongst our ranks.
Ah, I see. However, there are some unfortunate consequences. Cornelia surely planned to betray them, but she has been struck down. Truly wasteful meddling. Unless... was it your intention to kill her?
Indeed, we came only to kill our enemies. She used a terrible magic weapon. Dolls that she could move and fight with. Did you know about them?
Well now, if that were the case, would it not have been better to keep her as an ally? If you are only capable of such imprudence, this dark cloud might hang over the Empire's future as well.
Thank you for your concern. However, I will sweep aside any darkness that comes our way.
I will be praying. Praying that the Empire will not become another Aryan Road.
Another Aryan Road? Just what do you mean?
I must take my leave now. Farewell.
I don't like that man. I do not.
Lady Edelgard, there you are. We just received some truly shocking news. It is said that pillars of light have rained from the heavens and disintegrated Aryan Road.
Disintegrated?
Why would he do that? Was Lord Arundel just here? So that would mean...
Hubert, give me the full report.
My apologies. I, of all people, should be able to control my discomposure. The pillars of light descended and exploded, resulting in the complete destruction of the main building and the north wall. It is believed that all key people within House Row, including its leader, were killed. Of the Imperial officers and men we kept at Aryan Road, about a third are unaccounted for.
It can't be true. So, this is my uncle's trump card. In exchange for striking down Cornelia, he has destroyed Aryan Road.
Perhaps we acted too soon in our disposal of Cornelia.
No. If we'll be fighting them soon, there's no disadvantage to weakening their forces. It's also extremely valuable that we forced them to show their hand. Hubert, the investigation you made into the legend of Aelel, the Valley of Torment, this is likely what took place back then as well.
Yes. The probability is high.
Someone explain to me what you're talking about?
Yes, it is quite likely. North of Garreg Mach, there is a valley where the earth is always aflame. Once javelins of light fell from the sky there. They pierced the earth and set the forest ablaze, creating a land of torment. We believed it may have been the work of the goddess. But it was actually an attack by those who slither in the dark. That sums up all that we know.
By gifting us that knowledge, those who died at Aryan Road will not have died in vain.
Indeed. It would be good to control the flow of this information.
True. We'll conceal this from everyone as best we can. I trust you, my teacher.
Well, that's fun.
I'm sure everyone has heard about what transpired at Aryan Road. The Church has displayed their cowardice by indiscriminately using forbidden practices to kill the residents there. Their victims also include members of House Row, the Imperial Army, and many, many more.
According to our investigation, The forbidden attack that destroyed Aryan Road cannot be used again so quickly. Even so, we cannot delay our efforts. We must put a stop to all of this by the end of next month. The leader of one of the Imperial factions has already initiated an attack on the Fraldarius territory lost by Rodrigue. Soon all obstacles blocking our path to Ferdiad will have vanished.
A cornered animal is at its most deadly. We must move quickly. Next, we march through the Tailtean Plains. After that, we destroy Ferdiad. At that time, complete Imperial control over Fodlan will finally be a reality.
Oh, I'm shaking with excitement! Bring on the battle!
I understand that a confrontation is inevitable. Still, I wonder if there's some path we could take that would cause less suffering.
This is the only path for the goal we are reaching for. And so we must keep walking on it. We are walking down the path to a better tomorrow.
A cornered church? Well, count me out from any forbidden sorcery that can destroy whole cities. If only there was an easier way to get more information on crests and relics.
You are as negative as usual, Linhardt. We have but one order: to emerge victorious.
We're going to win this. We really are. After all, if we lose, everything will be terrible forever. Oh, no way! We can't let that happen!
There's a lot to worry about, but I'm sure it will all work out. We'll win no matter what!
Okay, that's a good way to start the dang game, or this episode.
Part 2. Crimson Flower. Great Tree Moon. Field of Revenge. With the capture of Aryan Road complete, the Imperial Army moves to invade the kingdom capital. They plot to send troops toward now vulnerable House Fraldarius territory and plan to attack Ferdiad from two sides.
Okay, I do think this is the last time we'll be in Garreg Mach before the end of the game. So it's one of those you have to finish everything before the end of this month.
So, Aryan Road has fallen. Rodrigue, I swear that I will not allow your death to be in vain.
The scouts have just now returned. Seems the Imperial army is marching toward the kingdom capital. Are you certain about this, Dimitri? As king, do you think it wise to intercept them yourself?
No need to worry yourself. Even if I am defeated, the Blathed bloodline will live on.
Doesn't he supposed to have an eye
And the
patch?
kingdom's territory has never been rich in resources. If the castle falls under siege, our loss is inevitable. I will deploy my army onto the plains and wait for the enemy. Please, position your forces so that they can flank the Imperial army.
Yes. Given the present situation, making the plains our battlefield is a logical choice. I have no objection. However,
there is only one person I am after. I have no interest in any other prey.
I will take you at your word. Erasing the other child's existence is my task, and mine alone. I will get you back, Mother. I promise.
What do you think, Lady Edelgard? Will they shut themselves inside of Ferdiad?
They will try to intercept us. Of course, Ferdiad will not fall so easily. Even so, if we were to cut off their supply line with a large army, it would eventually fall. It makes much more sense for them to wager everything on a victory at the Tailtean Plains. The same plains where the so-called divine Saros defeated Nemesis, the King of Liberation, in a comeback victory over 1,000 years ago. And about 400 years ago, the hero Lugh created the kingdom by defeating the Emperor of the time on those very plains. Their goal must be to recreate that scene.
Very fitting.
Yes, I suppose so. Although the Imperial army is powerful, if we were to compare the strength of our best to the best of the Knights of Seros, we would likely come up short. The Kingdom's army and House Blated are also renowned for their unmatched persistence. On the battlefield, it can be assumed that their one and only goal will be to strike you down.
Are you telling me to stay off the battlefield?
Naturally. You are their aim, Your Majesty. You must know it only makes sense to keep you out of their reach.
And you must know that, at a time like this, I absolutely cannot withdraw.
Of course I know that. That is why I will refrain from asking you again to stay away from the battlefield.
The Immaculate One, descendants of the 10 elites, and other extremely fearsome foes await us. But with the help of our friends, we have a chance of defeating them. We're the only ones who can. Within our group, I am included among those with the kind of strength we need to win. I absolutely will not remove myself from the front lines. Professor, you have that same strength as well, whether or not you realize it yet.
I will protect you.
Please, don't get yourself killed trying to protect me. Until the very end, we'll survive this trial together. Understood?
Okay, let us see what's going on. Ooh, sword tournament. Master Seal. Go for it. Sword tournament. Okay. Felix. He would get his butt whooped. There we go. The ultimate sword tournament. Go for it, Yuri. It's all you.
What did you expect? Really wanted to die, huh?
Now I need to heal.
Really wanted to die, huh?
This one might be a little rough. There we go.
Give the goddess my regards, yeah?
Huh. This will be fun to see.
Don't expect any sympathy.
Right. What's up,
They
Felix?
used to call my father the Shield of Fargus. Now he's gone, and Aryan Road has fallen. Yet the Knights of Seros remain, as does the Boar. What terrifies me most is his stubbornness. He'll keep on fighting to the last man. He's a monster. I've seen it firsthand.
The war is at its end. Has the time finally come that I might kill you?
The battle will continue even beyond the war.
It is true. Those petulant fleas must be picked off one by one. They are nothing if not persistent.
I wonder what the captain would say if he knew we were planning to take down Lady Rhea. Lady Rhea and Captain Gerald went back pretty far. But hey, it's your decision. I'm sure he would have understood in the end. Now, onward to Ferdiad. I'm ready.
Okay, you do that. Meow. Cut us aside. Can't see how I can get those on my own. Ooh. Yes, please. I'll buy another one. Umbral steel. I get plenty of that now. Okay, so who should I give it to? Huh, I don't even know who I should give it to. Ah, Ingrid, actually. Waboom! And I get him another weapon. Cool. We're gonna have plenty of that to do. Bernie?
Professor, what should I do? Everyone's acting like this is leading up to the final chapter in a book or something. Is the battle ahead really going to be that climactic? Am I not taking it seriously enough?
You're doing just fine, Bernie.
You think so? All right, I believe you. I'm ready for this. I am. Yeah, we're going to win.
Yes, we are. Hopefully. Maybe. I haven't seen the big brute yet.
I've been thinking about how we've got our own ideas about justice, and so does the kingdom. And what's coming? It's not just a battle between us and them. It's our ideals that are fighting. Whoever wins will say they were right, and the other side was wrong. And I get it. That's how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody's willing to talk or compromise. So we'll fight to the death to prove the other guy's wrong.
Yep.
It won't be an easy battle. But let's make sure we come back alive. Right, Professor?
That is called the spoils of the victor. Those who win
What
have the
the-
right to change the future as they see fit. Oh, there's nothing here?
I'm sure my father will be waiting in Ferdiad. If I can avoid it, I'd rather not fight him. But I don't think my father is capable of betraying the royal family. Of betraying Dimitri. I must be prepared to do what I have to.
Don't push yourself too hard.
I'm all right. I still stand by my decision to trust in you. Professor, let's make sure we win.
I'm just trying to be nice to everybody.
If we win this battle, it will be an end to the kingdom and to the church. Under the Empire, an era of peace would begin. Many people are cleaving to this notion, but I wonder if it would really end up as such.
It's hard to say, really.
It's true. It's nothing but hypotheticals at this point. I wonder, was the collapse of Aryan Road really the Church's doing? Or could it be that... Never mind me. Just thinking aloud.
Okay. It's all glowy. The art to fishing. Ooh. Is that an Elias? Elias's room? Whatever his name is? I always wanted to call him Ananias, but that's not it.
Pardon me. I have a fiancée back home, and I promised her I'd come back alive. No matter how tough the fight gets, I won't die. I have to survive and make it back to her.
Is that so? I hear that House Blathed commands some strong and well-trained troops. People say they're fiercely devoted, and will gladly die for their king. Reminds me of Lenato's men, the ones we faced back in Magdred. Unlike those civilian soldiers, though, here we're up against the best that the Fargus army has to offer. It's going to be a hard battle, but if there's a peaceful tomorrow waiting on the other side, it'll be worth it.
Yes, I would like to do some gardening. I will do that.
Pardon me.
I thought you were going to attack the Kingdom Capital, but you attacked Aryan Road instead? Well, you sure had me fooled. She's a tricksy one, that Lady Edelgard. But this time, you really are going for the capital, right? I wish you the best of luck.
Hey,
Don't ask me to do more for you.
Interesting. Seems like the war is gonna end soon. Once the dust settles, it'll be back to rolling in fat stacks of gold for me. Hey, how about a favor?
Of course you won.
Hey,
Fine.
how about a favor? Welcome.
Do I have anything I could sell you? Gold bullion or anything? No.
Come back soon.
Just cats and dogs. Have you always been here?
Hello!
You've always been here, haven't you?
Tell your friends!
Hey there.
Where's that one item that required arcane crystals? Yeah, sure.
Is this it? There you go.
There it is. Do I really need it at this point? Apparently not. You want repair? Black
Come
steel.
back anytime.
no.
Hello there.
Can I buy black steel, please?
This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
Need
Maybe.
to pick my Wabadoo.
Hey there. Is this it? There you go.
Thank you.
Come back anytime.
What up, gatekeeper?
Professor?
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. The time has finally come to set out for the Kingdom Capital, Ferdiad. I thought the same thing last month,
but I still can't believe the plan was to ambush Aryan Road. I know it couldn't be helped, but even I wasn't let in on the secret. Me! Not gonna lie, that hurt a little.
Oh, shut up.
Well, let's forget about that. I'm praying for your victory and your safe return.
Apparently there is a quest up here.
Professor,
Hey, sweetie.
I have worries.
Oh.
What have I been achieving? When the war is ended, I will be returning to Bridget with much new potential. But have I had enough growth to become the ruler?
Only you can answer that.
This is the truth. I will fight with all of my strength so that I will know with certainty. Bridget pride, techniques, and culture. I will be showing all of the world who we are.
I like her. She's innocent, but you don't want to fight her.
Claude was known as the master tactician. There wasn't a situation he couldn't strategize his way out of. Whereas King Dimitri is known as the Tempest King. He is a force to be reckoned with on the battlefield. We still haven't ever faced him head-on. Can we do this?
We can, and we will.
Yes, of course we can. I'm sorry. I let my uncertainty get the better of me. We have you, and we have Edelgard. Not to mention many other allies we can rely upon. Together, we can overcome even the most formidable foe.
Rumor has it, King Dimitri is always accompanied by a man from Dusker with a terrifying face. And what's more, this man is said to be so huge, he's often mistaken for a bear.
Huh. If you say so, I met the guy. He's a sweetheart.
That reminds me.
If the enemy forces come to intercept us, chances are high that we'll clash on the Tailtean Plains. The Tailtean Plains were the site of a famous battle in ancient times, right? That's what some book type at the library said, at any rate.
How about...
Hey, I could use a hand.
Okay.
Ferdiad, the kingdom capital. From the Empire's perspective, it seems like the northernmost edge of the world. I have come a long way following you and Edelgard. To think, what if I had succeeded Duke Aegir as Prime Minister? I would never have had all these experiences.
You'll always be a noble.
Please do not tease, Professor. I think all of this has changed me a little bit. For now, let us join together and walk the path that Her Majesty lays out.
You're still an idiot.
Hey!
I see. When I first enrolled in the Officers' Academy, I never thought it would come to this. I can't believe we're waging war. Against the Church, no less.
Do you regret it?
There are some things that I regret, but I don't think I made the wrong decision. Even if our enemy is Lady Rhea herself, I am prepared to fight.
That's the way to look at it. Keep your chin up. See anybody else up here besides Shamir?
The idea of defeating Rhea is beginning to feel more like a reality. Some may say that I'm returning her goodwill with betrayal, but I believe I've worked off my debt. The real problem is a certain someone else.
Catherine?
That's right. She was my partner, after all. I haven't seen her since leaving the Knights. I can see her coming to slaughter me, driven by her mixed emotions of love and hate.
Oh yeah, they were a couple.
Right.
The Knights of Seros are led by the Archbishop herself, and the Kingdom Army is led by none other than the King. I have faith that the Imperial Army will prevail, but it still makes my knees feel a bit wobbly.
That's the one thing I really like in this game. That there is a couple of same-sex couples.
We're almost to the kingdom capital of Ferdiad. Just imagine, the war might almost be over. But is it true that Aryan Road was annihilated? What in the world happened? What is the Saros Church, really?
We'll find out if we conquer the kingdom capital.
Fair enough. Let's just focus on this battle right now.
Edelgard is bisexual.
Did you want something? Sorry, I was a bit lost in thought. Or rather, I was thinking about work. My brother had sorted out all his personal affairs, but apparently he'd forgotten about his work duties. So now I've got a ton more work on my plate. Oh, brother, why must you be so careless? Once this war is over, I'm gonna take a vacation and get some well-earned rest. Back home with my mother.
Professor!
I think Dorothea's bisexual. I'm trying to remember who else is. There's a couple of characters. One of the guys are too.
Once you set out on your next mission, you won't be able to have a proper meal for a while, right? You should eat up while you can. Build up your physical strength to prepare for the mission.
Oh yeah, the leader of the Golden Deer, Claude, he's bi.
Oh, I love this meal. How did you know?
I like this dish. It was my father's favorite.
Ooh, new stuff.
Oh, exquisite! This is exactly the meal I've been craving. I like seeing a table full of my favorite dishes.
What else I got? Alright, Felix, you're on your own.
I would be liking that greatly.
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food.
You're still a glutton, Ingrid. Ah. Trying to see what I have. Let's get these two. Gonna run out of points, aren't I?
This is my favorite. I am rather happy you went out of your way to pick it, Professor.
This is my absolute favorite. How did you know, Professor?
Well, Felix has one there. Felix has one with sort of Dorothea. I can probably do stuff with Dorothea, help her out.
I did not expect much from the dining hall, but this does not disappoint.
That looks appetizing.
I think that's all the ones I have. Oop, nope. Dorothea and Bernadetta. I know what I can do for Bernadetta. Bernie... I have nothing. Guess I can go fishing. Can I go fishing?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot how to fish. This guy? Come on, give me something good. Gar, huh? It's not what I wanted. Ooh, red. Cool. Is that enough to hypercook something?
Professor!
Nice. Look at a Bernie.
Sounds fun! Let me show you my cooking talent. A little more secret spice, and... Hey! No peeking!
Okay. Now just have to do something for Dorothea. Where's everybody? Okay, let's head up to the cathedral. Oop, a couple of people out here. Sometimes I think that living like I do, single but surrounded by talented youth, might not be such a lonely life after all. After all, I'm not lonely, really. You're like a mother to everyone around you. Oh, she didn't like that. That was probably tactless. Calling a single woman.
Before I left the church, I recall Lady Rhea saying something strange. Something about how she would recover her mother, no matter what. Do you think Lady Rhea's mother is buried in Garrick Mach or something?
Dorothea. Bernie. Oh, she didn't get her thing, did she? Oh well, let's try.
I'll keep my voice down. Don't want people thinking I'm vying for attention. But how loud is too loud?
They won't notice if one person doesn't sing, will they?
I didn't get her what she needed, did it? You.
Dear goddess.
What you praying for?
For your safety. I'll do all I can to survive. But please don't die out there, Professor.
I'll try not to.
Hey!
That's right.
Personally, I take no issue with attacking Lady Rhea. But the eagerness of my fellow nobles does vex me, despite so many grand displays of piety from them in the past. It gives the impression that faith is little more than a tool they use to maintain their positions of power.
Is religion obsolete then?
If it is no longer useful as a tool, then I expect the nobles will cease to give it any credence. What is a noble's duty, truly? I hope we will discover an answer in the conflict ahead.
Hey,
Hail.
how about that?
Looks like I have one.
No.
Two people I need to speak to. Who's out here?
Professor. Once the kingdom capital falls, all of Fodlan will be united under the banner of the Empire. Isn't it thrilling? We're going to make history.
Only if we win.
Well, yes, I suppose that's true. Our opponents may be strong, but with you on our side, we can't lose.
Oh, let's go see who wishes to talk to me.
Maybe.
Marianne.
Dear goddess, I ask for guidance.
Professor, you're always watching over me, aren't you?
I try.
I've spent my life avoiding people, so I wouldn't have to expose them to this horrible burden of a crest. My father was born with it as well. He's the one who told me to avoid others as much as possible. He said it would be the cause of great unhappiness to both myself and everyone around me. After some time, I was only truly comfortable opening up to animals and the goddess. Do you remember the time you asked what it was I prayed for?
Like I asked that like just a minute ago.
Yes, but that wasn't the case. Back then, I felt that my life served no purpose and that I was nothing more than a burden. In truth, I was begging the goddess to take me to her. That was my daily prayer. But now I fear the idea of dying and being left alone. I have friends who accept me for who I am now, in spite of my crest. And I have you watching over me. I finally learned to accept the kindness and warmth of others. It's because of you, Professor. Because of you, I've decided to live.
Oh, that's good.
I'm sorry to have worried you, but I'm all right now.
That's good.
I'm still not ready to tell everyone about my crest, but I feel that the burden of my curse has been lifted. Even if I'm separated from you or any of my friends, the memories I've made here will give me the strength to continue on.
You should look to the future instead of the past. From now on, we'll look at the future together. Aww.
Oh, I'm sure I'll have the strength to move forward if we're together.
He's playing the field. Oh, she's not an S rank.
No.
Okay, so we're going to head down to the greenhouse real quick. Grab this herb.
Is that so?
Okay.
There it is.
Pardon me. Yeah.
Shamir. Okay.
It's been 10 years. Can I move on yet? Never mind. I know what you'd say.
Talking to someone?
In a sense. Someone who's long since passed. Another mercenary I fought alongside. They were killed 10 years ago when Dagda was in conflict with the Empire. It's all I can focus on lately.
Why do you think that is?
To be honest, I blame you.
Hey.
I'm just teasing. I know it's not your fault. You just remind me of him. You give off a similar air. It's uncanny. You even have the same inflection, which makes no sense because we only ever spoke Dagdan. I don't know what it is, but you feel the same to me. I guess you just remind me of the past.
I'm sorry.
Please, it's not your fault. It's my fault for getting caught up in memories. Still, you always remember your first love, right? That's enough of that. There are more relevant topics to discuss.
Yeah. Oh no. You're gonna talk about it. What will you do after the war?
Good question. The world is completely open to me. Your next move seems apparent. But who knows where I'll end up. Though I may have done enough traveling for one lifetime. I like the idea of having a permanent home. And after all my time here, I've grown quite fond of Fodlan.
Okay, I'm gonna run over here.
How about?
Yeah, this guy is
Thanks.
his weed.
I'm glad I asked you.
Yeah, I'll start over here and work my way around.
That reminds me.
Over 1,000 years ago now, not long after the Adrestian Empire was founded, the first emperor and his army, with the aid of Saros, set out on a campaign to the north with the aim of unifying Fodlan. Meanwhile, in the northern reaches of Fodlan, Nemesis, the King of Liberation, raised an army to take down the Empire. Both armies clashed on the Tailtean Plains, where Saros felled Nemesis. As a result, the conflict ended in a victory for the Empire. It's known as the Battle of Tailtean.
Okay, that's it. That's all anyone's ever going to tell me that it was just a great battle. Give me more to work with than just cheap lore.
Hey, you.
Hello.
When you think of it, as one approaches the end of a war, the sacrifices only grow larger, don't they? The winning side musters their forces and attempts to strike a decisive blow, while those of the losing side make desperate attempts to turn the war in their favor. Neither side will give. I only wish we'd consider those who lose their lives in that struggle.
We're far from safe ourselves.
Yes, exactly my point. Let's be careful to ensure we don't lose our own lives, Professor.
Lord Arundel. As long as he exists, Lady Edelgard will...
Just who is that man?
I believe I have explained before that he is the one who commanded the likes of Solon and Kranya. Cornelia, whom we defeated at Aryan Road, was also one of his. An irksome sort. We must not fail to be rid of him. He is a maggot, crawling in the filth of the world, feeding off the Empire like a parasite.
All the way around. Now, there's going to be a chance where there is no side missions. If that is true, I'm just going to do all of the remaining training missions on my own.
Professor, do you mind if I complain about something, well, personal? Of course you don't. This army is almost all single men. If that marital status came before or during the war, I'm not to say. The point is, I'm in charge of the infirmary. I wind up treating hundreds of men every week. I get to talk to all sorts of men from all walks of life, all of the time. And yet...
You don't have a boyfriend?
No! Not one of these men is infatuated with their caregiver. Isn't that supposed to happen in wartime? At this point, you're the only man who pays attention to me. I guess I'll have to take what I can get.
Hey.
When Edelgard first invited me to join this army, I, to be frank, thought her dream utterly ridiculous. But at my advanced age, I was tempted by the notion of chasing a seemingly impossible dream through blood, sweat, and tears. 5 years on, the unification of Fodlan is slowly becoming a reality. Now I feel it may soon be possible to abolish the nobility and create a world where none need suffer due to crests. You need not say anything. I will stay by your side, and hers, to the very end.
Okay. That's what you think. Leone?
Looks like we're finally getting to the end of this thing. Don't go dying on us now, all right?
Same to you.
Not planning on it. If you're still alive when this is all over, then I'll have kept my word to Captain Gerald. Let's both live to see the dawn of a bright new age.
Professor? This month, we will take all of the military force we can muster and advance to the kingdom capital of Ferdiad. I have no intention of retreating to Garreg Mach after we've come this far. We will only return after we've conquered Ferdiad and put an end to this war. Be sure to steel your heart and ready yourself for the battle ahead.
I'll do what I can.
I'm sorry to burden you, but please look after our allies as well.
Okay, I think I got everybody. Oh, nope, there's Caspar. Oh, I see where he is. Okay.
Hey!
Professor?
Yeah. All right, off to the kingdom capital we go.
Huh. I feel like I've said that before.
Let's head for the capital.
All right, I'm fired up and ready to go.
Okay, so let's... Ooh. Check out the supports.
Here. I patched up the clothes you gave me.
Hey, thanks. You've helped me a lot lately. I feel like I should be doing this stuff myself. But ever since you patched up my sleeve, I've been really interested in your craft.
Craft? You mean my embroidery?
Yeah. When I saw what you were doing, I thought, what the heck is that? But it turned out to be a nice touch, once I was actually wearing it. Practical, too. When you're embroidering, you patch up the torn parts with new cloth, right? And that strengthens it, so the same part won't break as easily next time.
I'm glad you like it. At first, I felt like you thought it was stupid. I was worried you secretly hated me or something. It made me pretty scared to show you my stitching.
Sorry. I should have told you I liked it. Thanks, Bernadetta. I'm glad I asked for your help.
Oh, it's nothing.
What'd you make this time? A hornet, huh? You do like the scary critters, don't you?
It zips out from the trees and strikes, just like you.
I sting like a hornet, do I? Actually, I like that. You know, you ought to be more confident.
What?
You're good enough at sewing that you can make a living out of it. You should take pride in that. Your skills would be really useful to the war effort, too. We're always needing equipment mended.
Useful? Oh, no. I'm completely useless. Even more so on the battlefield.
Oh, that's not true at all. You've been a great help. Maybe I'm a better fighter, but I've got nowhere near the same skill at sewing. We can help each other. Isn't that what friends do?
Friends? We're friends?
Hey, come on. I know you're not the most confident, but this is getting silly. Of course we're friends. I completely trust you.
Leonie?
Yeah?
Get your clothes torn up as much as you want. I'll always be here to patch them right up.
Right, for sure. But I wasn't just talking about embroidery, you know.
Oh, those two are cute.
Here you go, Felix. Have some tea.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Sorry, but we're all out of cakes. Should I bake some more?
Please, don't.
Oh, your clothes are so dirty. Let me wash them for you.
Mercedes, what's wrong with you?
There's nothing wrong with me. I'm just making tea. Is there something wrong with that?
You're not my mother. You don't have to bother with all this. I can do without it.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be rude.
what?
You just remind me so much of my little brother.
I do?
Yes, his name is Emile. We have different fathers, but we grew up in the same household. That is, until I was about 8 or 9 years old. I haven't seen him since then.
Sorry to state the obvious, but I'm not your brother. I'm not Emile.
Jeez, Felix.
Can't you find someone else to bother?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll leave you alone. Please help yourself to more tea if you'd like. I can leave the pot. Goodbye.
Jeez, dude.
I am me, Felix Hugo Fraldarius. There is no one else. Brother.
Ah, that is Emile. That's his real name. What a dick.
Finally, you've arrived. I was beginning to get impatient. Have a seat.
What are you on about?
I'm not on about anything. Let's have dinner together, Yuri.
What is this? Did you make it?
I did. It's a simple dish. My culinary skills are fairly basic.
Hold on. What exactly is this about?
You cook for me, I cook for you. That's how this works. It may not be quite as elegant a meal as that of Adrestian or Leicester cuisine, but the food of Fargus is delicious nonetheless.
Thank you for the meal. It was lovely, Ingrid. The flavors were nostalgic. Reminded me of when I lived with my mother and the Elder. I was actually born in a poor town in Fargus. The flavors in this dish remind me of those days. Sorry. I didn't mean to compare a meal made by nobility with the meager food I grew up eating.
No offense taken. To tell the truth, although my house is a noble one, it's also lacking in money. Our territory was struck by famine, and we ate whatever the land gave us, which wasn't much. We took what we could, just like everyone.
I see. Well, I must say that your cooking is quite to my taste. Any meal made with so much thought and care is bound to be delicious.
Why, thank you. High praise indeed, from someone who knows their way around a kitchen.
To survive in this world means to sharpen many skills, whether it's cooking or anything else, really. Although I've got to say, I do enjoy cooking. And if my meals can bring a smile to someone's face, all the better. Celebrating victories with friends, sitting around a table with loved ones, watching someone enjoy the meal I made them. Few things bring me more joy.
Have you ever considered giving up being the Lord of the Underworld and becoming a chef instead?
Lord of the Underworld.
A chef, huh? You know, that doesn't sound half bad.
If you ever do, I'd come to your restaurant and eat whatever you'd whipped up every day.
I'd like that very much. I'd work extra hard so I could see that lovely smile of yours.
Aww.
You are just too much. I can hardly maintain my composure around you.
Did I say something wrong?
Not at all, Yuri. Not at all.
So he's been flirting with Bernadetta, Yuri, or no, Ingrid, and Constance. Okay, that is everything. So let's take a look at what's on the docket for the month. You know what? Everything's normal. Just straight up, guys.
Another skill refined. I'm finally grasping this.
Could you perhaps enlighten me on something?
Uh-oh. She's got a group. I consider it my duty to gift the world with innovations and magic. But my designs rarely have utility in battle. How do I overcome my weakness in this area, in your view? Your innovations don't always need to be useful in combat.
Of course!
Professor.
Sure. Even though you're a sniper right now.
Let's just get this done. Looks like you're stuck with me. It's finished.
I'm just not there yet.
I see how this works.
Guess all that time wasn't wasted.
Intuition's all I need. But
Let us see. Okay, so I guess I will be doing all this stuff on my own. That ore is going to be nice. But yeah, I will do this on my own. So guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully we'll be back. And in the next episode, we will be conquering Ferdinand. So, see you guys when I get there. Till then, take care.